one of the big problems when I'm trying to lose weight is the amount of food that I eat compared to the exercise. So obviously, over those who've watched the last few days, I've seen that I've been increasing the exercise, and that's been largely successful. I'm walking more, and I'm getting out of ball, and that's already led to a bit of weight loss. But the other thing is food. I'm still eating too much food, and this has been an ongoing thing throughout my last so many years. Portion sizes are too big that I'm given to eat, and it's up to me to what I put in my own mouth. But I've always been brought up with the idea of finishing whatever's on your plates, and I suspect a lot of people are like that, especially those that had parents that were born around the war and rationing and stuff. My parents used to be like, "You eat what's on your plate, or there's trouble." So I brought that up. I'm very much with that in mind. So I eat too much. The portion sizes are too much. The meal times are not like we don't have regular meal times. We wait until we get hungry, and then we're talking last minute about what to eat. It's not planned out and to be in a nutritional way. So one of the key things I need to get right, so I'll start publishing more details of this, is about my food. A typical example was last night. It got to about 6 o'clock. I wasn't that hungry. I realised that the kids hadn't had anything to eat. So it's like, well, get something for them. So we ended up agreeing they'd have chicken dippers and chips. And I had some as well, even though I wasn't that hungry. And what do? Chips. I like having a chip butty. So I had some slices of bread, 3 slices of bread with some spread, which is like buttery vegetable oil type stuff. Um, and a third into that meal, a third of the way in, one chip butty and a few chicken dippers, I'd had enough. I didn't need any more. But I kept on eating because it was on my plate. And so I ate. And it got to the point where I was actually feeling, kind of a bit ill. So I asked my daughter if anybody would have any. And luckily one of my daughters stepped forward and said, yeah, I'll have the rest of them done. And she took a few chips off me. But that's something I've got to get right, because obviously when you've got a family, you've got children, you've got to make sure they eat all right. But at the same time, you're going to be cutting yourself down. There's no reason why we shouldn't be having the same meals. I'm just having less of it. But you build yourself up, your stomach capacity gets up, and especially if you eat late, if you get regular meal times, I think that's better. But if you go past that meal time and you wait till you're starving hungry, then you're going to eat more and you gorge more. And I eat fast as well. That's another problem I've got. I eat fast. And then the final thing I want to just talk about today, you can see it by these bags under my eyes. I'm still not sleeping right today, and this is one of the beauties of being off work again. Today I slept in. I slept until past 11 a.m. because I needed the sleep. I just tossed and turned through the night, and I slept in. Normally, I would have got up at 7 o'clock at the latest. Um, got up. I started off with a strong coffee with a bit of sweetener in it, and then I would have kept myself going with sugary snacks all morning, and kept myself going as I needed to throughout the day on sugary foods, basically, or on eating in general, and sat down on my backside all day. And then at the end of the day, I'd just basically drop out from that work chair to a chair to watch television, basically, because I'd be feeling just like mentally drained. And that's what I would do. But today, obviously because I'm off work, I had the luxury of just I sleep in. I've had a dinner, some tin ravioli with a couple of slices of bread and butter. It's still more than I would like to have in a way. Some of these tins have got quite a bit of sugar in them themselves, but not the end of the world. A lot less than I would have had if it had been a working day. And so we'll see how we get on with that. Just on from yesterday, the calf muscle is feeling a lot better, but it's still a bit tight. So we'll see. I might go for a short walk up to that seat where I have a little ponder later on, but nothing else. But the weather's due to get a lot better over the next few days. It looks like we get entering into almost a mini heat wave by England standards, possibly up to 26 degrees. So if I can get the calf protected and make sure it's okay today, then hopefully over the next few days I could get some decent walks in, possibly something even approaching over 5 miles. Ultimately, I want to be doing 10-mile walks regular, but over 5 miles will be good. So that's what I'm going to say today. I did do a longer video about food and rambled on about more musings. I might do that at a later date, but I think food is an important thing. I will start posting some little clips of or some updates on what I'm eating as well, because I think that is an important component. I'm not going to go ultra thing on food because I just think it gets too much if you like paying massive, massive, massive. It's too much for me. You know, I have to cut down and eat the foods I like, but in smaller quantities. But I'm not going to get like ultra, ultra, ultra over the top on the food necessarily. I can't guarantee what I'll be like once I get into it. I'm going to start having a few smoothies and a few other things. And the main thing is finding stuff that will fill me up and keep me going so I'm not constantly thinking about food and going back to it. Anyway, that's it for me today. I might post another one later if we go for a little walk. But it'll probably be tomorrow at the earliest now, I think. So, anyway, thank you very much. Thank you if you've watched this far. And stick with me. We're only on short on. And hopefully over the next few weeks you'll start seeing a difference. I'll probably do another video revealing the effect on my body, so shirt off, in the next few days, probably after day 10. Not much progress, but I'm expecting that to get better and quicker as I get fitter. And I'm definitely fitter. I am definitely a lot fitter than I was this time last week. So that is a positive so far overall. Okay, thank you. Bye for now.